The message came while I was staring at her reflection, not her face. Her phone, a flicker of light across the dark glass, a name I didn't recognize, a message that didn't belong in a marriage. Last night was worth the risk. She didn't notice me reading it. She was laughing. Not at me, never at me anymore. At something else. Someone else. Something far away from the quiet man sitting across from her at the dinner table. I didn't react. Didn't blink. Didn't breathe for a second too long. Then I smiled. Small, controlled, perfect. "Who's that?" I asked. Casual, disposable. She locked her phone instantly. No one. Of course. No one always meant someone. And suddenly, everything made sense. Her distance. Her sudden kindness. Her parents' constant interference. The way they looked at me. Like I was temporary. Like I was already gone. I picked up my fork again. Ate slowly. Chewed like nothing inside me had just cracked open. Because the truth is, I had been expecting this. I just didn't know when it would finally show itself. At first, I tried to doubt it. That's what men like me do. We rationalize. We soften reality until it becomes something survivable. She's just stressed. She needs space. It's not what it looks like. But her parents didn't even try to hide it. That was the first real fracture. Her mother stopped calling me by my name. Her father started making jokes that didn't include me. Subtle, cruel, intentional. Then came the demands. "You should be more accommodating," her mother said one evening, her eyes scanning me like I was a defective product. "Men need to adapt," her father added. "Especially when they're replaceable. Replaceable." They said it like they already had the replacement ready, and maybe they did. Because my wife, she stopped pretending. Late nights turned into overnight stays. Calls were taken in other rooms. Her laughter became unfamiliar. I wasn't losing her. I had already lost her. I just hadn't signed the paperwork yet. Still, I said nothing. Not a word. Because anger is loud, and I had already decided I would be silent. I began to observe, quietly, carefully, like a man watching his own autopsy. Her schedule, her patterns, her lies, they were sloppy, predictable, almost insulting. I accessed the phone records first. Numbers repeated like a heartbeat. One number over and over again. Late nights, early mornings, midday calls that lasted just long enough to matter. Then the emails. She never thought I'd look there. People never secure the places they believe are invisible. Photos, reservations, flights. A second life meticulously built on the assumption that I was too weak to notice, too broken to act. I copied everything, backed it up, organized it. Dates, times, locations. Evidence doesn't scream. It whispers. And I listened to every word. Meanwhile, I played my role. The quiet husband, the tolerant man, the fool. I even attended her family dinners. Sat there while they dissected me with polite smiles and passive insults. Until Thanksgiving. That's when her daughter-in-law crossed the line. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes," she shouted over the phone, loud enough for everyone to hear. Laughter followed. Sharp, mocking. I held the phone in silence. Then I said one word, "Enjoy," and I hung up. That was the moment they thought they'd won, that I had accepted my place, that I was exactly what they believed me to be, broken. The truth arrived on a cold December morning. Not unexpected, just confirmed. I stood in the kitchen while she poured coffee, her back to me, comfortable, careless. I placed a small envelope on the counter. She glanced at it. "What's that?" "Open it." No emotion, no tension, just instructions. She hesitated. Then she did. Photos slid out first. Her face. His hands. Places she said she'd never been. Moments she said never happened. Her breath caught. A sound I had been waiting for. Then the documents, call logs, travel records. Everything. Her entire second life, reduced to paper. "This isn't—" "Don't," I said softly. She froze. Because she heard it. The absence of anger, the absence of pain, the absence of anything human. I already know. Silence filled the room. Heavy, suffocating. She looked at me like she was seeing me for the first time. Not as her husband, but as something else, something colder. "I was going to tell you," she whispered. "No," I replied. "You were going to continue." And that was the end of the conversation. No screaming, no tears. Just truth. Clean. Final. Christmas morning was precise, calculated, beautiful in its own way. I wasn't there. Not physically. I was 8,000 miles away, in Switzerland, in a villa they didn't know existed, watching, because I made sure they would find it. The ring, left behind, carefully placed where her parents would notice it. Symbolic, deliberate. And the video, cued, waiting. They gathered, confused at first, then curious. Then, destroyed. The footage played exactly as I intended. Every lie, every betrayal, every moment she thought was hidden, exposed, not just to them, but to each other. Her parents watched their perfect daughter unravel. Her daughter-in-law went silent. Phones started ringing. Mizo, over and over again, 71 times. I didn't answer. Not once. Instead, I sent a single message, a photo, the villa, snow-covered mountains stretching behind it, silence in every direction, freedom in every frame, and beneath it one line, accept it, nothing more. Now, I sit alone, not lonely, just unburdened. People think revenge is loud, explosive, messy. They're wrong. The best kind is quiet, precise. It doesn't destroy you. It removes everything that tried to. I didn't ruin her life. I revealed it. And in doing so, I reclaimed mine. No anger, no regret, no attachment, just clarity. Because in the end, I wasn't the broken one. I was the one who stopped pretending.